You know what the problem is? And it happened not just to you, it happened to me too. When I got involved at AMC, you understand, this is back in June of 2021. I thought I was getting in at the perfect timing. I really did. I had every reason to believe that this thing was going to squeeze right away. Okay, it was going on for a long time already when I got in. It was going on several months. We already went up to 73. We just took a dip. It seemed like I actually thought I was buying at a good price when I first bought at 53. let's just let's just put that aside. But the thing is, we all had very good reason to believe it was very hot. It was sizzling that it was going to squeeze pretty much right away. So not only did it not squeeze right away, I mean there are people in this now for over a year and a half. Okay, and it still didn't squeeze. So Americans, I like to say Americans, but it's really everyone in the world. But I think specifically Americans, we have very little patience. Everyone I know in my life has no patience. You see people try to kill each other with road rage, like, you're on the Garden State, right? So I'll give you an example. No matter how fast I'm going, let's say the speed limit is 65 miles per hour, right? So the fast lane, I'm always in the fast lane because I go more than the speed limit. So let's say I'm going 80 miles an hour. The guy behind me, it's not enough. So I'll go, he's right in my ASS. He's right on top of me that if I touch the brakes, he'll crash into me. So now let's say I go 85 miles an hour. It's not enough. Let's say I go 90 miles an hour. It's not enough. He's still right on my ASS. Let's say I go 90. I swear to you, I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Let's say I go 95 miles an hour. Let's say I go 100. Let's say I go 110. He'll still be right on my ASS. So the idea is what he wants. It's like kind of like a bully. I never give him the satisfaction. He wants me to change lanes. So like he's king. He's the king of the castle, and then he gets the what was it, Bruce Almighty? Remember Bruce when he had that car, that sports car, and he used his powers as God to like clear out the all the traffic, and then he had the free bird, like the free lane. Well, that's what this guy wants me to do. The way I see it is this: if I am going fast, because that's the fast lane, I'm going 80, 85, and you're still riding me, but you're just a jerk off, okay? So you can go F yourself. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. Okay. But that's the thing. Now you want to hear the funny thing? Let's say he eventually gets tired of waiting, so and then he'll cut me off and he'll get in front of me. Now let's say he's in front of me and there's no cars in front of him. I notice that he starts to calm down, this driver. And I notice that now he starts going slower. Like 1 minute the guy was going 95 miles an hour. Now he's going like I'm not kidding you. He's going like 80 miles an hour, 78. And now I'm riding his ASS. And I say to myself, how did this guy just go from 90, 95, 100 to like say 78 miles an hour? It's very, very simple. It's a psychological thing. He doesn't have patience. He wants to be the first one. He wants to be leading the road. And that goes for pretty much everybody in Jersey, probably in New York too. Now it's the same thing in the stock market. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to make money and they want it now. They want it today. They want it fast. Instant gratification. Okay. Now, the problem is if they don't get instant gratification, they quit. And I'm not saying everyone. Okay. Let me just be clear. I'm saying majority. If they don't get instant gratification, they quit. Now, this is what Ken Griffin knows. Don't you understand this? He's made videos about this, saying how he loves to play with the human mind, the brain. He loves psychologically to mess you up, to like, Elvis Presley, shook you all that. That's AC/DC, but what's that song? Uh, how's it go? Don't know what's wrong with me. My hands are shaking like a furry tree. My hands are there. I'm in love. Boom. I'm all shook up. That's what it is. He wants to shake up the brain, Ken Griffin. So he knows. See, I said this from the beginning. Look, here's the deal with synthetics. Okay. You don't have to pay interest on them. It's really, to me, this is illegal. Look, I have to say allegedly because I'm not a securities and exchange, lawyer. I'm not someone who specializes in this. But synthetics to me seem to be illegal. It's like counterfeit shares. It's fake shares. And these hedge funds get to use it. They don't have to pay interest on it. It seems like they could use an unlimited amount. So it's like it seems like there's nothing we can do. It seems like we buy, we buy, we buy. Then they just buy more. They use these synthetics to short the stock, right? So it seems like impossible to win. Gary Gensler does not require Citadel to show or to disclose their synthetics, or no short seller. Neither does FINRA. So I'm just it's a very unfair system. So this is what I would suggest to all of you. Why not just do this? Why not just have enough money in AMC where you don't need it? You don't need to eat with this money. You don't need to pay bills with this money. You don't need to support your family with this money. Then listen, if you feel, I'm not going to lie to you, the majority of my money is not in AMC. It's only 10%. I have a tremendous amount of gold. I have cash. I have a house. I have accounts set up for real estate. I have money. So it's like, I'm not telling you, and I don't want you to ever get this impression that you should have all your money in AMC. You should not diversify. I never said that. I just said don't sell your AMC. In other words, getting a call here. This might be an important call. My poor uncle is in the hospital. God bless him. Let me take this call. I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice. I'm an entertainer.